am Sukhmani Sandhu from Chandigarh Business School of Administration, CGC Landra. So the today's topic which we are going to discuss is human resource management. So in this topic today we are going to discuss about the basics of human resource management, that is the nature, concept, objectives and the functions of the human resource management and why the human resource management is important in the organization. Like there is a content which I have already told you, it will include the introduction, definition, concept, nature, objectives and the function of the HRM. So these are the basics of the HRM. So what are the outcomes? After studying these concepts, what is the outcome that we are getting out of after studying this concept? It is to know about the basic meaning and the concept of HRM, to know about the nature and the objectives of the HRM, identify the objectives of HRM and appreciate about the managerial and the operative functions of the human resource management. So starting with the human resource management definition. So it is the planning, organizing, directing and controlling of procurement, development, compensation, integration and maintenance and separation of the human resources at the end, so that the societal, individual and the organizational objectives can be achieved. So the last line is very important. So it includes that after the planning, organizing and directing of the people in the organization, our main aim is that the individual, organizational and the social objectives have to be achieved in integration. According to the Graham, the purpose of HRM is to ensure that the employees of an organization are used in such a way that the employer obtains the greatest possible benefit from their abilities and the employees obtain both material and psychological rewards from them. So the basic definition of human resource management is that the employer should get the maximum benefit out of the employees. Like we say in the management means it is the art of getting things done from others. So that thing equally is applied here. So I hope the meaning is clear to all of you. So now next is the concept of HRM, that what the HRM is basic about. One aspect of managing is to manage and getting things done from people. Like I have said just now, that it is the art or it is a way of getting things through other. In organization, in order to achieve the goals, employees have to be managed effectively and efficiently in terms of their skills, aptitude, potential and the talent. Means if you want to get the maximum out of one person, then you have to overview that, or you have to manage that particular person effectively in terms of their skills, their aptitude and their potential. So HRM is a set of policies and programs designed to maximize both personal and the organizational goals. So the HRM की जो practices हैं, they are formed in such a way that we can get the maximum, we can achieve the maximum goal of both personal and the organizational. Like I have said you in the first line of the definition, that it helps in achieving the societal, individual and the organizational approach. So the proper utilization of human resource skills and its retention is the main purpose of the human resource management. So the main purpose is to retain the people working in the organization and using them in a proper manner, means proper utilization of the resources. So according to the National Institute of Personnel Management of India, so HRM is also called the personnel management. Personnel management is that part of management concerned with people at work and with their relationship with the organization. So it is that part of the management which is totally concerned with the people who are working in the organization and their relation with the organization in which they are working. It seeks to bring men and women together to make an enterprise, enabling each to make his own best contribution to its success, both as an individual working in the group. So it is the, like, it brings about the people working in the organization so that they can put up with their maximum efforts and they can achieve the goal of the organization and of individual collectively. I hope the concept of HRM is clear to all of you. So next is the nature of HRM. So the nature of HRM include these following points. The first one is pervasive, people oriented, action oriented, future oriented, development oriented, employee relations in the organization, and interdisciplinary function. So what is the main objective of the organization is one of to attain the objectives of the organization as well as of the human beings working in the organization collectively. So starting with the first function, that is the comprehensive function. So what the comprehensive function is concerned, it is concerned with managing all type of people at work. So we just can't say that we are just managing the people who are on a director position or those who are at the higher level, but it means that we have to manage each and every person working in an organization, starting from the lower level till the higher level. So it means the comprehensive function, that is the workers, supervisors, management, all the level, that is middle, top and the lower level. Then next is the pervasive function. HRM is related with people in all the organization. Now the concept of HRM is present in all the organization, whether it's a small, whether it's a big organization, because when it is about managing the people, then the HRM have to play a very important role. So it is pervasive in nature. Next one is action oriented. So HRM is not only concerned with keeping the records and the procedure related to the human resources, but it is also related with the action, that is what to do, and focus upon the solution to the problem, what to do and how to do. Next one is development oriented. Now human resource management is basically, or you can say is mainly concerned with the people working in the organization. So it is concerned with the development of the human resources in the organization, because it is considered as one of the most important aspects. Organization take care by providing them with training to improve their skills and capabilities, or you can say in order to update them with the recent technologies and the environment in which they are prevailing, so as to get the maximum out of them. Next one is interdisciplinary function. HRM has come up with the interdisciplinary approach from the various fields. Now HRM is a combination of the various fields, like you can say it is also concerned with psychology, sociology, anthropology. In all these areas, employees' behavior and attitudes are concerned, and HRM has become the speculated area nowadays, because in all these areas we have to study about the human beings. So it is interdisciplinary in nature because it is a combination of the different fields. Next one is future oriented. Now future oriented means that we don't have to achieve the objectives for the present, but we have to achieve the objectives, achieve the organization goals or objectives in the future, and for that purpose it needs well motivated and the dedicated employees who can take up the assignments and project and complete them on time. So managing human resources is considered to be one of the most important aspect of the organization, because if we manage the human resources or the people working in the organization effectively and efficiently, then only it will be possible for us to achieve the goals in the future. So the HRM is not only concerned with the present or the past, but we have to think ahead that how to achieve the future goals. Next one is, it is a continuous function. Now HRM is a never ending process. It keeps on going, so it is a continuous process. Rather, one action performed once, it has to be continuous performed in the organization into get the alertness and awareness of the human. Means we can't say that we have performed one task and now it is over. So we have to keep it repeating so as to see the alertness and the awareness of the human relations from time to time, that whether the human relation in the organization are well maintained or not. So for that we have to keep checking the progress of the people. Next are the objectives of human resource management. So starting with the first objective, that is the main objective, that is attainment or the achievement of the organizational goal. This is one of the most important objective of the HRM. Matching of, second one is, that is matching of right person with the right job, that we can say the right person at the right job, so that the individual and organizational objective both can be achieved. If there is a right person at the right job, then only that person can give his or her 100% and we can achieve the goals. Next one is directing employees to be productive in terms of performance, enhancing the job satisfaction. So we have to enhance, we have to direct the employees to enhance their performance. By enhancing their performance, it will lead to the job satisfaction among the people working in the organization, and it will also improve the performance of the people. Next one is providing monetary and non-monetary incentives to realize one's full potential development as individual member and groups via training and development courses and also career planning of its employee. So monetary and non-monetary benefits are also plays a very important role that leads the person to move ahead, or it leads to add the satisfaction among the person to give his or her 100%. Next one is integrating goal, individual as well as organization goals with an effort and targeting towards the primary objective. Now integrating means it is a combined effort of the individual and the organizer, means you have to achieve the goals collectively. Maintaining higher morale and good human relations. So that is the most important, that how you have to improve the morale of the people working in the organization and how to maintain the good relationship with the organization. Last one is aiming towards attaining economically efficient goals of individual or organization and promoting welfare of the society. Means how we have to, in the organization we are already achieving our goal, but how we have to achieve our goal economically, and that also helps in promoting the welfare of the society. Next are the functions of HRM. Now functions of HRM are divided into two categories, that is managerial functions and the operative function. Now the managerial functions include planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling, and operative function includes the procurement, development, compensation, maintenance, motivation and the integration of the employees. Now the operative function are, it starts with the recruitment, induction and orientation. So recruitment means selecting the employees in the organization. Then is training and development, compensation and the benefits, maintenance of the employees working in the organization, industrial relations, motivation and the record maintenance. So these are the operative, means the operational functions in the organization. Next are the managerial function. Managerial functions start with planning, then organizing, directing and controlling. So starting with the managerial functions of HRM, that includes the planning, organizing, directing and controlling. So what is planning? Planning means to determine a course of action to achieve in the organization. Planning means how we have to achieve or how we have to take up a following task. So we need to plan ahead. It is done through the people. Planning involves forecasting and conducting the research. So planning can only be done through the forecasting. Forecasting means thinking of the ahead, that what are the possibilities or what are the problems or what are the solutions, and conducting the research, or it is also based on the research. Everything needs to be planned for an effective management. So why we need to plan the things? So that there should be the effective management of each and everything present in the organization, be it a home or a workplace. Human resource planning involves a plan related to the recruitment of the human resource. So the most important plan is the recruitment of the people in the organization. Next is organizing. Now organizing means the designing and developing an appropriate structure for the people to work and accomplish the goal. Means what is the structure that we are providing to the people in which they are working. So that is organized, that how we have to organize a particular task. It involves the grouping of activities and its allocation among the individual and the group member. Means how we have to group up the tasks and how we have to divide the activities or the tasks among the people. Next one is establishing the authority responsibility relationship. That what kind of relationship is there between the employer and the employee. And last one is integrating activities to accomplish the organization goal. Means how we are combining the activities so that we can achieve the overall goal. Next one is directing. Directing means to give the guidance to the people or to motivate the people that how to achieve a particular goal or fulfill a particular task. Directing employees means to guide and motivate the employees to attain the desired results. Directing is related with initiating and influencing the action of subordinates. Means how we have to initiate them and how we have to influence them to take a particular action. It is the manager who can tap the maximum potential of his employees through the proper guidance and appropriate action. So it is the manager, means the person who is managing, he or she can keep the judging about the potential of the employee, that how much we have to get out of a particular employee working in the organization. Such an act of manager also helps building the good interpersonal relation. So the manager is overall responsible for the guidance and the directions. So it also that thing helps in the interpersonal relationship and friendly organization climate in the organization. If there will be a good relationship, then only the environment of the organization can be friendly. Next one is controlling. Now controlling means the proper controlling can only be possible if there is a proper planning. If there is no proper planning, then we can't control the things in an effective way. No planning is of any use if there is no control. That is, if there is no check. Means once we have done the task, the second thing is that we have to keep check. We have to take the feedback. Now the controlling can be through the feedback, through the proper communication with the people who have done the task. So the checking of that particular task is very important. That is called the controlling. It means checking, verifying and regulating to ensure that everything is moving accurately to plans that were taken up initially. Just to see that the working of the task is going in a proper and the smooth manner. In HRM, controlling involves auditing. So how we take up the controlling or in what way the control can be exercised. It can be done through the auditing, training programs, analyzing the performance of the employees and evaluating the absence and the labor turnover. Next are the operative functions. So just now we have done the managerial function and now here are the operative functions. So starting with the first function, that is the procurement function. Procurement function is related with getting right kind and right number of personnel in the that how we have to procure, from where we have to get the people working in the organization. So it is related with getting the right kind and the right number of people in the organization. Means जो हमारी job profile है, the person should totally match with that particular designation. For doing this, first of all, the following steps has to be. So the procurement can be done through the various steps. The first one is job analysis. Job analysis means a detailed study of the job, including the job description and job specification. Now, based on the detailed job study, the requirements of the human resource is determined for each and every department. So whenever we study a particular job or the detailed study of the job, we come to know about what are the requirements of the each and every department in the organization. An action plan is created and for recruiting, and what are the requirements in each and every department and what is the plan or how to recruit the people for that particular department. Next one is development function. Now, development function is concerned with the development of the people working in the organization, and that can be done only through the training. So it is concerned with how to enhance the skills, aptitude and the values of the employees in the organization. Development deals with the overall development of the employee from time to time by concentrating on overall growth of the employees. So the overall development is directly related to the overall growth of the employee in the organization. So how we take up the development? It is the observing and evaluating the performance. So first of all, we have to evaluate the performance of the person working in the organization, of the employee on the job, and also to know about the potential for the development. Means how much they can develop or how much they can put up in the particular job. And training is one way to enhance their skills that leads to the employee's development. So training is also one of the method that helps in the overall development of the employee. Trainings from time to time may be imparted to the employee as per the requirement to meet the specific needs, thereby adding to their skills. So the training should be provided after some particular time because it helps in enhancing the skills of the employees. Next one is compensation function. Compensation is a way of providing the incentive after receiving a wage or a salary. So compensation means the extra that the employee is getting more than their wages or the salary, that is called the compensation, or in simple terms we call it as incentives. Compensation is a way to satisfy the employee in terms of their job and additional benefits in the form of the insurance. Now what is it? What are the types of compensation that are being provided to the person? Is that we can give, organization can give the insurance, then is medical claim that helps in relieving the employee from the certain inherent fears, and it also helps employees gain a sense of social security also. So by getting the compensation, they create the feeling of social responsibility, security, in the employee. Compensation also includes the bonus to be given to the employees as a set norm under the Payment of the Bonus Act 1965. So under this act, the employees are also liable to get the bonus. Next one is integration function. Now, to integrate is to integrate the objectives of the individual employees with the organization objectives. Means individual employee की क्या objectives हैं, how we have to integrate that with the organizational goal, that how we have to match or how we have to combine the goals or objective of both the parties. It is only through this integration the main objective of the organization are achieved. So by combining or by integrating both the objective, we can see that how or which objectives are to be achieved. There are various ways to integrate the employees, such various financial and non-financial incentives, proper grievance mechanism for redressing any problem, etc. of the employees with the organization, collective bargaining. So these are the various ways of the integration, that how we can integrate, that is through the financial incentive, that is to maintain the proper industrial relation. There should be a proper grievance redressal procedure, there should be proper collective bargaining procedure in the organization, and there should be a proper employee counseling. Then is the maintenance function. Now maintenance function is related to the overall health and welfare of the employees. The maintenance function is concerned with thinking and developing the various parameters relating to the health and welfare of the employee. It may include the various health benefit schemes like the medical claim and medical insurance for the people working in the organization. This function aims at maintaining the health of the employees physically as well as mentally. So it's not concerned that we have to maintain their health in a physical manner, but we have to maintain their mental health also. Social security method includes providing the employees with the provident fund, secure jobs, pension, gratuity, etc. So these are the ways of the maintenance of the people at the work.